Yo, what's up guys, it's again Muhammad Taqwa. So today in this video we would like to talk about why we could be so lonely when it comes to living alone in Japan, obviously. But what does this mean is like, I mean, let's say if you just graduate out of Japanese university or you graduate out of the university from your country and then you decide to come to Japan, then come to work without you having someone to accompany you in your daily life. So what does this mean is that of course you need to be living alone by yourself, taking care of yourself, having to get your own apartment or your own room, also cook for yourself and study by yourself and come home to work by yourself. I'm not saying it is bad in kind of way, but the thing is that if you just really get used to the environment in university where you have a lot of people around you every single day, you had your classmates, you had your advisor, you had your senpais or your seniors, you have your juniors as well, you have your club's activities, and or we can call this thing kind of like sakuru, or it's like small club in Japanese university. But then when you graduate, you're not going to have that. It's just gonna be gone. You're going to start from zero. It's the whole new life, a brand new chapter going to come for your journey. So I feel like it's going to relate to some kind of people who currently living in Japan who are struggling right now. So I think it will be better for all of us to master this temporary loneliness in some kind of way. So hey, I'm going to share with you guys. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and let's go get into the video. Okay, first guys, so we have to talk about why this kind of thing actually happened. For me, because I'm from Indonesia, and then me graduated from Indonesian high school, and then came here as a university student for 4 years, and then continuing my bachelor or my master degree for another 2 years. So it makes it 6 years total of my student or university life. Okay, that's actually long, super long time guys, and I really got used to the life of being able to talk to a lot of people from different background, different beliefs, different political views, and it's super inspiring and intriguing at the same time. And then get into the real world, they say you're going to be way more focused on what you're going to do day in and day out, so you have to be professional about that, and that's super obvious, and we have to do our obligation. The thing is that we sometimes get super lonely. Yes, actually it is lonely. Because first, even though you could still, let's say, talk to your parents or friends from your country or whatever, they're just not there anymore. They're not in your daily lives. They are now outside of your realm, outside of your world. So we have to be able to adapt to this kind of situation. So that's why I'm here to share with you guys. Before we get into like how we could tackle all of that, let's talk about why it happens. Why this loneliness epidemic really rampant here in Japan, especially for foreigners, but even Japanese people, they predominantly being experienced by Japanese people. So the thing is that if you learn about the Japanese people's behavior or their background, I mean, as far as I experience, they are super individualistic, or they're just not this super into groups where they want to meet people all the time, where they want to mingle with each other, unless you are working and your boss required you to go to the izakaya to have a drinking party. That's a whole different story. We're talking about the habits of Japanese people who don't really socialize outside of their work life, or yes, that's about it. Okay, so the thing is that Japanese people are super individualistic, which makes it harder for us, as particularly for people from Southeast Asia or America, UK, where people are more extroverted, where they gain more energy talking to people all the time. They get more, they are really connected to. In short, Japanese people are super introverted. I mean, like the Japanese people, not the Japanese Hafu people, because the Hafu is, they are way more open-minded, and they are more like Americans and people outside Japan, where they are like way more super extroverted. Alright, and basically that's just their nature, and yes, that's one of the reasons that happens. And the second reason why this kind of loneliness phenomenon happens because we just haven't found our niche or our group of friends again after graduation. So what does this mean is that in uni or high school, we gotta get used to people who are super similar to us, who share some kind of like similar value or belief or even interests, which makes it easier for us to connect with each other. For example, when I was in uni, I used to talk to a lot of people from my department. So it's called the Global Discovery Department from the Okayama University. And somehow, because we talk to each other, I talked to some of my friends and we got close because we talked to each other. And then eventually in 2020, no, it's in 2019, me and two of my Japanese friends, we all went to my hometown, which is Indonesia. From there, we did experience a lot of things. We tried my hometown cuisine, nasi goreng, rendang, nasi padang, and everything else. And then we went to the Taman Safari or Safari Park in Indonesia as well. And we all stayed in my parents' house for the whole week, where they don't have to pay any cents for the hotel, right? Which makes it great for financial purpose. So not only financial, but also it's a really good experience to bond with each other. Yes, we could do that because we were still a student at the time. We have money, we have time, we have long spring break, 2 to 3 months. Super long, right? Which makes it easy for us to go around the world. Yes, I know, it was a long time ago. It was 2019, before COVID. It was when I was still a student, not a worker right now. So yeah, but the point is that it's because, again, we back to the thing that I said to you guys before. It's because we share the same interests and value, or at least the same place that we would like to visit together. So what I like you to do or suggest is to find some group or some community for you to be able to share your values, share the same interests as well. Well, and how do you do it? It's easy. Go to the Instagram. Just for example, in my case, because I'm currently live in Kanto or Tokyo area, it is easier for me to mingle and meet people that have the thing that I would like to share or try together. For example, in Tokyo, they have a lot of communities such as the startup communities, the running communities, and the skateboard communities. And what I do is every week, whenever I have free time, I go to one of those places. For example, in Tokyo, in Setagayaku, they have this skate park where people, young people, and then adult and old people as well, they skate every day and every week as well. So what I do is that I just go to the internet, I search where the skate community is, which one has the best skate park, and which is the closest to my house or apartment. So there you go, I got the community near the Setagayaku. That's one of the ways to do it. And then let's say, what if you live outside of Tokyo, or where you don't live near the big cities or metropolitan area where they don't have a lot of people or communities? Yes, I think it's super simple. First is either you go online, find your group via Discord or Instagram or Telegram, or what I'm trying to say is use social media to your advantage. Find your own people. Let's say you like some art or graffiti, and then you find some group through the website, and then you eventually will join the group where you could eventually potentially meet them in person. I mean, I know it doesn't sound super easy to do, because let's say if you're in a remote area where mobility is super limited, you have to be way more patient to be able to meet those people, alright? Or maybe if you don't like live in those remote areas in Japan, maybe after you finish your contract for your work, or let's say after you finish your uni, you could just move to those big cities such as Osaka and Tokyo, and then if you go there, you will find those people where you could do the things that you like to do with like way more people. Alright. Okay guys, so yes, I mean, I already talk about like how we could potentially solve those issues, but I would like to also share with you guys some extra tips on how you could actually get out of this loneliness or lonely situation, so you could be way more active and way more like high spirited to be able to do your work and also live a way more fulfilling life. Okay, so first one is the easiest one, I would say, is to reach your old friend. Let's say you had a good friend when you were in high school or in university or when you were in Aikido club or karate club. Someone who you met in at the like startup event in Tokyo or Kanagawa or Fukuoka. But let's say you don't have the contact anymore. First is that you search via LinkedIn, where people nowadays they are like competing to post their achievement over there. So because people nowadays are doing so to reach 500 followers over there, maybe you could find your friends over there too. So hey, I think that's not a bad idea at all. Just try to do that, and maybe you could find your friends or potential friends over there. The thing is that you just have to try to put yourself out there, and you would probably see some result where they could respond to your message or they would not respond at all. But hey, that's okay, at least we tried. But hey, we live and we try and we live again until we get the result that we want. Okay, the second step or tips is just make yourself go outside of your house. Of course, this sounds super simple in theory. What do you mean? Me do you want us to meet someone by just go outside of your house? Like, isn't that crazy? Yeah, guys. Okay, I understand. It's not that easy to be able to meet the person you would like to talk to just by going outside. But trust me, guys, it is way 100% better than staying at your house. I promise. You know why? Because if you just stay at your house, you will 100% would not meet other people besides yourself in when you look in the mirror. But when you go outside and let's say you dress nice, you do more makeup and make yourself look super nice, you have a lot of cool fashion, and then you also buy new kicks or sneakers that you would like to wear during the weekend. Hey, I think that is worth the try 100%. You know why? Because yes, as I said, you wouldn't find anyone except yourself if you just stay at home. I think it is way better for you to go outside, let's say to go to your nearest convenience store, where you could probably meet the potential girlfriend or boyfriend. Or you go to the supermarket, because in Japan they usually have the Aeon Mall everywhere, all over Japan. Maybe you could meet the Obachan Oji-chan as well, but hey, maybe they're just not the person or the people that you would like to talk to. But maybe you can try to talk to them because they are just Obasan Oji-san. They might be lonely too, so hey, maybe you could talk to them, why not? And the last extra tip is just go post something online and then make your own community. Alright? In this era where people use social media 24/7, it is not rare to find some of your friends to go online, go crazy with their art, their writings, their videos, their art and everything. Which, well, I mean, maybe 10 years ago or 5 years ago, it was kind of like super cringy to show yourself in front of like the camera and then talk to yourself like this, like this, like this. But now it is all different. Everybody use camera, everybody use iPhone, Android with the super high quality camera as well, where they use that device to be able to post via Instagram or Snapchat. Yeah, guys, you remember, guys, where I think Vine, where it's a platform where they share 5-second or 6-second videos, and I think they will make a comeback this year. So hey, maybe you could use that as well to your advantage, and maybe you could be the next star and make your own community. Okay, so just don't miss out on it, and we could also use it and become a millionaire. Haha, who knows? Alright, guys, so that's all from me regarding the how to not become lonely. So yes, to wrap it up, first, like, we have to understand the nature of Japanese people, where they tend to like to be way more individualistic compared to our people from our own country, so let's understand that, and then also try to solve the issue as well. For example, by reaching out to your old friend. Also go outside and then do social media, and then you could do, and so you could create your own community, and then so you won't become lonely again. All right, guys, let's try. Okay, guys, so yes, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.